I got to a point where my stuff became overwhelming. I moved here 8 years ago and brought stuff with me I probably never should have. I continued to accumulate, and when you have too much, when you take something out, it's difficult to put it back in. It became overwhelming. My living space became more and more reduced by the stuff, and it's just, I finally, after multiple attempts to try to do this myself, figured out this was bigger than me and I needed professional help. So I brought on ClutterBGone because I'm so in need of help for this. So right now, in my opinion, this is the best decision I should have made probably 8 years ago. The main feeling was just anxious. I was anxious to get going on it. I was anxious to kind of see what the process was going to be like. I was anxious knowing that, you know, some decisions were going to be tough, but I had to do it. It was anxious, and honestly, probably the overriding emotion was just excitement to get it done finally. It's getting easier. I definitely have to let go of the emotion, which is probably tough. And it's funny that we're attached to belongings that, you know, don't really matter in the end scheme of it. I'm ready to let go of stuff. So some things where I have multiple in, I might want to review and keep one. But no, today's going great. I thought yesterday was fabulous.
Great.
I actually would. So when I went looking for personal organizers, I went on the website, you know, I went to the Personal Organization Association, and for some reason your website attracted me. And I looked at others and I kept coming back to yours. And when I called and made the appointment and met with Linda, I didn't need to look for anybody else, and I can't even explain why, other than it was a distinct gut feel, and I couldn't have made a better decision. Just some general thoughts. It's incredible how much stuff you accumulate, and how the ladies were able to help me sort of sort through it. What do I do need, what I don't need, what I can donate. It was amazing. So much was tucked in here that I'd say maybe I was using 10 to 20%. So I'm really happy that now 80% is going out and can be repurposed and reused for somebody. The main areas you helped me with is I can actually walk into my second bedroom, which when we started this, you could maybe take 2 steps inside the door. There was so much. My bedroom is now a bedroom again, not a repository for overflow. My kitchen looks amazing. And they helped me, my sort of, I guess you call it a buffet, and all my media was everywhere, and they kind of organized some small drawers for me so that it's easy to find things and put things away, which is what I really needed. To be honest, I did have an idea, because what was happening with the second bedroom, I would buy stuff, put it in there, and it'd get lost. Then I'd forget that I bought it, would buy more, and probably the same thing happened when you have an overcrowded kitchen. Even your cupboards are too much, you forget you have stuff. So I wasn't really surprised. I was surprised at the amount, but not so much surprised that we found some expired stuff. I was happy with the homework because I knew this job was so big that I had to do some stuff on my own. I had my family come in. I had my nieces, both my sisters, my mother. They came in, they tried clothes on. They left with bags of clothes. And my style has always been classic over the years. So like, my one sister has a brand new wardrobe. My nieces, I couldn't believe they were interested in the stuff, but this was all stuff that was just taking up space. I'll never wear it again. So I'm glad that somebody else is reusing it. We also have bags of clothes that my sister's taken to her church for, you know, young families, some refugee families that really need it. And here it was just taking up space that again, it's gonna now be repurposed, which makes me very happy. I'm very happy that all this stuff is being repurposed. I'm glad that very little sort of was thrown away. We gave like probably more than a truckload to the Canadian Diabetes Association. My sister, by the time she's done, will take 3 or 4 carfuls of stuff to people who need it. And here it was just taking up space and cluttering my space. So I'm glad it's being repurposed. It makes me feel better about letting it go. Oh, get rid of stuff you don't need. Get help. My problem is it just built over years because I kept thinking I could do it. I kept thinking I could rely on family and friends. And you know what? They all have busy lives, which is why I called ClutterBGone, because you know what? It's better to get somebody independent because family will just encourage you to keep stuff. So for me, it was 8 years in the making. And had I done this 4 years ago, 5 years ago, it would have been a lot less of a laborious, endeavor. But honestly, if you've got clutter and you haven't been able to tackle it on your own, get help.